Hey cruising crew, and welcome to the channel. I'm Alexis and I recently sailed on board the newest cruise ship, the Celebrity Xcel. And in this video, I'm going to give you guys my honest review on all of the specialty dining on board. While I was on board, I did purchase an ultimate dining package, and in this video, I'm going to go over pricing, new restaurants, and what's still the same. So without further ado, hit that subscribe button and let's get into it. So to start things off, I'm going to go ahead and throw the price out there for what I paid for 7 days. For 7 days, for us two, we paid $873. I know that sounds like a lot, so let's just get into the different restaurants and if I think it's worth it, if I think it's worth it for you. So let's get into our first restaurant that I'm going to talk about, and that is Le Voyage. If you've seen any of my other videos from Celebrity, you know that this is my favorite restaurant from Celebrity. Le Voyage is a French themed. It's very elegant, very nice. I like to come here on those evening chic nights, but it's good any night. I was so excited to come back to Le Voyage because, like I said, it is my favorite. And when I went on the Xcel, my mind was blown and kind of heartbroken. They changed up the menu. And not only did they change up the menu, they got rid of the number 2 things that I order every single time I dine there. They got rid of their king crab salad, and then they got rid of their black Angus filet mignon, which I get those 2 every single time. So I was kind of disappointed. On this previous one, I did get like a Chilean sea bass, and it was good. However, it wasn't as good as that filet used to be, and just no other appetizer compares to that king crab salad. So I was very heartbroken. Nonetheless, it's still great food, great service, but I was disappointed. Next, let's get into seafood. And so they have a restaurant called Raw on 5. I love Raw on 5. I love the seafood here. I will say that I would prefer to do this for lunch than dinner, mainly because they have the same menu for both lunch and dinner. So I just feel like it's a better deal. It's just better to go during lunch. I will say that Raw on 5 is a better restaurant for like those raw foods instead of sushi. I think the sushi is so. Every time I order a sushi roll, I kind of regret it. Not that they're bad or anything, it's just like not really good sushi. However, they do have great everything else. I love getting oysters. And I was a little disappointed because they didn't have oysters a single time we were on board. And I know that's not their fault, it's more of the port issue, but that was a little sad. Now let's talk about their steakhouse. So FINECUT is such a great spot to go for dinner. I absolutely love this venue. They have ceiling to floor windows. The ambiance is really nice. I love the decor, and it was just, I love dining here. So here you'll find all different types of steaks and meat. And I love the steak wedge salad. I get it every time. It never disappoints. And this time I actually opted and got the prime rib, and I was blown away. It was way too much food, but it was insanely amazing. I was super happy. We went there twice and went there 2 or 3 times, and I was absolutely completely happy and satisfied with my meal. You can't go wrong with FINECUT. Now, there actually is one restaurant that I didn't try, and that's Le Petit Chef. And I didn't try it because I've tried it on other cruises before, and I just felt like I didn't need to try it again. I know what to expect. I know the quality of food, which is really good. It's just not my type of go-to dinner. Another thing that I did not try, but I have tried before on past celebrity cruise ships, is the chef's table. So Xcel is actually a little different. They have 2 different types of chef's table. One is in Le Voyage, and the other is in the new restaurant Mosaic. This is located in the Bazaar, and this is a different types of chef's table. Since it's located in the Bazaar, you do have your table at Mosaic. And as well, that what comes with this is kind of really cool. You get seating like in the Bazaar when there's music playing, you get seating front row, and it's kind of really nice. Now, Mosaic. Let's talk about Mosaic. I actually dined here twice, so that way I could really get a feel for this brand new restaurant. It is located in the Bazaar, and it is taking place of the Eden restaurant in Eden. This cuisine is inspired kind of by what port you are or where you are in the world. And since it's sailing in the Caribbean, it did have more of like a Caribbean food feel. I thought it was really good, very different food, I will say. But if you're willing to try different food and you like different flavors and different dishes that you wouldn't get anywhere else, the Mosaic is great. I will say that I think I actually prefer the food from Mosaic than I do Eden. Now, it took place of where Rooftop Garden used to be is now Bora. And this is basically two different restaurants. They have Bora for brunch and they have Bora for dinner. I did both. So Bora for brunch was an absolute vibe. I loved this concept. I think they did so good with this restaurant. You show up about 30 minutes early. That way you can start ordering your Bloody Marys, which come through the whole meal. You get to build your own Bloody Mary, which is really fun. And then the food. The food was actually really good, and it's not food you're going to get anywhere else on the ship. It's really good. You get French toast, stuff like that, and I was really impressed. You also have like biscuits and gravy, kind of like celebrity style, and I really, really enjoyed this. Such a good spot for brunch. But now for dinner, Bora transforms completely food-wise. So for dinner, you then again come 30 minutes before. They have a little cocktail hour, which is so nice, especially if it's at sunset, which if you're gonna do Bora for dinner, go right as the sun is setting because you get to hang out up top. It's so nice. And then you sit down at your table. They have live music, which I loved. Like it just made the whole meal that much better. It is Mediterranean style, so you get really good bread with hummus, tzatziki, stuff like that, and I love that stuff. I thought the food quality here was fantastic, and I really like the open kitchen concept. I enjoyed watching them make dinner like the whole time because you really see their craft come out and you kind of appreciate the food even more when it tastes really good. So that is my quick review of all the specialty restaurants on board the Celebrity Xcel. Now, is the dining package worth it? For me, I would say yes, because I'm a big foodie and I love to try new restaurants and stuff like that. If you're not the biggest foodie or you don't want to spend that much extra on food, then I say the restaurants that you absolutely need to try while on board the Celebrity Xcel is Mosaic, mostly because it's brand new, and both Bora for brunch and dinner. You have to do both Boras. Those are my number one recommendations for food on Xcel just because they're different and they are so good. The quality is there and the food is even better. Before coming on Xcel, Le Voyage was absolutely my favorite restaurant, and I think it still is on the other cruise ships. However, since it's changed, I think that on the Celebrity Xcel, my favorite restaurant is going to be Bora. Bora for dinner. Let me know down in the comments, what's your favorite restaurant that Celebrity Cruises have? I would love to hear from you guys. And if you guys found this video helpful or enjoyed it at all, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe so you're always updated with all things cruising and travel. Don't forget to always seize the day, and I'll catch you in the next one.